Hello, hope you're well as you tuned into this. Hopefully the audio is okay. It started getting really windy. I feel like Spirit is really loud today. Last week, honestly, Spirit's been really loud. I hope you're well as you tune into this once again. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you to those who are members of Patreon, etc., etc. By the time that you see this, it'll be April, like late April most likely. But by the time I'm recording, it is February 6th, February 7th. I don't know. So that's that on that. And I don't know, I want to talk about this person that I blocked recently. Because and as I think about it, part of me really thinks that this person was like a warlock to some degree. Like, I know that they're into astrology, I know that they're into divination, so I mean it's not too far-fetched, but I don't know, to think that they were doing it maliciously, I don't know, it's kind of scary, because not all warlocks are malicious. Like, that's not, everybody who practices magic is not malicious or evil. So I don't know if anybody has that stereotype, but that's not true. There's some really god-aligned witches and magical folks, you know. It's kind of rare, but they're out there, you know. Anyways, this guy that I blocked, I really have hope that the audio is okay, because it's usually not this windy. Usually the audio is okay despite the wind, but it's usually not this windy, so I really have to pray that it's okay. But yeah, it was this person that I talked to back in the day, like during adolescence, and I was really, oh, there's an ambulance right there, and I was really fancying him back in the day, and also now, I think we have really good chemistry, you know. But I think sometimes we can get caught up in like potential rather than what it actually is happening. And to some degree, I think that's what was happening. You know what I mean? Because I'm already working towards it. I already have shit that I have my mindset on, like in life and in general. You know what I mean? So like with or without you, I still got the motion. I'm still moving. I'm still grooving. You know what I'm saying? And we had a really intense conversation. It was really not super deep, but I thought it was deep. I don't know. And eventually, like not too long after we started talking again, I told him that I do have a boyfriend. We're not exclusive. I told him that, and he was like, I'm no longer interested. And I wasn't trying to change his mind, but I did explain to him a little bit of what was going on, because I feel like if you know the details, it's like, okay, I could understand a little bit. I could like get jiggy with this a little bit. And when I did explain, that is how he felt. He was like, okay, I can understand a little bit, you know, because it's a very complicated situation, right? And I appreciate that he was very transparent. He told me, like, you know, I'm still not sure. I'm still processing. I'll have one foot in the door and whatever. And I'm like, okay, I can understand that. So I was getting ready for work. I was about to go to work. Because once again, I started working recently. So I was about to go to work. And so I'm like, okay, well, however you feel, whatever you choose to do, I still have love for you. You know, I appreciate exchanging energy with you. You know, but I have to talk to you later. I have to get ready for work. He left me a red. He didn't respond. He didn't do anything. He just opened it and like whatever he was, I don't know. And also, mind you, it was at least like 8 hours before, like I think it was like a good 24 hours before he opened the message. But either way, it was a good chunk of time before he opened the message. And so I didn't think too much of it when I noticed that he left me a red. I just thought, like, let me message him again. You know? So I was like, hey, what's up? Are you okay? Why are you not responding to my messages? And I think he left me a red again. I don't know. He hasn't. I left a few messages. I sent a few messages. And I was very thorough. I was very transparent. I was like, yeah, you've left me red on several times already. And I already told you, I'm trying to build my life. I'm trying to focus on shit. You know what I mean? So even if we were to be closer, I couldn't make you 110% a priority. But as it stands, I'm still giving out all this good energy towards you. I'm giving you good morning texts. I'm telling you have a good day. You're not responding. I'm still doing it. And so how am I supposed to feel? And I think that's where a lot of people get fucked up. Because a lot of people like to talk about breadcrumbing and like love bombing. And sure, these are valid things. But like, I think people get confused about what love bombing truly is. Because if somebody is pouring out their energy to you, is giving you all these compliments, giving you all this positive energy, at no point are you returning that energy at all. Are they supposed to want to continue doing that? Like, when you understand energy, Are they supposed to want to continue pouring out all their energy and not getting a goddamn thing in return? Like, we could call it investment, but still, like, the reason why a lot of people ghost your bitch ass because you don't fucking return the fucking, you're not you don't have any reciprocity. Like, somebody gives you something and then you go and give it to somebody else. The fuck? I mean, that's sweet on its own, but it's just like, really, you can't even give me a smile. You can't even, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So yeah, I made it very clear. I was like, yeah, no, I feel like I deserve better than this, because then before this conversation, he was making it clear that he felt like he deserved monogamy, he deserved exclusivity, and I was like, yeah, if that's what you want, sure, okay, yeah, you're awesome, you deserve better. And I don't know, I spent a lot of time hyping him up, giving him compliments, you know, tell him positive things about himself. And once again, at no point did he return that. At no point and I'm not saying that I need it, but it's just like, you're also leaving me on red. You're not wanting to respond to my messages, and I have other shit to focus on. I can't be walking around chasing you because you want to feel like important. The fuck? Like, I wouldn't mind that if you were once again being reciprocative. I don't know if that's a word, but I wouldn't mind as much as if you were returning the energy I was giving to you. But to leave me on red, I don't know. And then there's a part of me that's like, maybe he's going through something. I don't give a fuck. So everybody else is also. Everybody's going through shit. I hate that excuse of like, oh, he's going through something. So is everybody else. Everybody's going through something. Like, I literally have been homeless. I've literally written books while being homeless. I don't give a fuck about that excuse of like, oh, well, maybe, okay, so was I. And I did X, Y, and Z. And I still managed to like get up and like do what I fucking needed to do. You know what I mean? And sure, I'm not like everybody. Everybody's not the same. Everybody doesn't have my stamina. But like, you know, I don't know. And I do still have love for him. Like, if he were to come back and apologize and like understand like why I blocked him, because then also, because I'm a very transparent person, you know. And I remember when we were talking back in the day that like we had stopped talking for whatever reason, and the more that we started talking again this time, I realized that the reason why that happened was because this dude is like not in control of his emotions sometimes. It feels like, I don't know, because he was centering his own feelings, meanwhile not once considering how I felt about him like leaving me on red and shit, you know what I mean? And I don't know, like, I think a healthy relationship requires both parties to have a healthy sense of self, you know what I mean? And I don't think he has a healthy sense of self, because I'm like, I don't know. Because it also happened on social media. All of this conversation happened on Instagram. And if you look at my Instagram, it's not my most kept up profile. You know what I mean? But if you look at my profile, it's like pretty obvious that I'm a worker, that I do things, that I give people services and shit. And so, you know what I mean? And I don't know. Like, I'm talking about it just to kind of talk about it, just to kind of process it. I told my partner about him, and also the warlock thing. The reason why I think that is because my partner keeps bringing him up, and I don't know if that's him genuinely just trying to connect with me and trying to show interest, or if it's because, once again, everything is fucking energy. And if he's pulling on my energy, he's wanting me to talk about him, he's wanting me to reach out to him, it would make sense as to why, you know, he would keep bringing him up. Because I kept telling him, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to think about this. Why do you keep bringing it up? I didn't say that, but I was like, why do you keep bringing it up? Why do you keep bringing him up? I don't care. I'm not thinking about it. You know what I mean? So then that kind of made me a little suspicious. I'm like, is he purposely trying to pull on my energy? Is he purposely trying to get me to like chase him and shit? No, thank you. No, thank you. Because he seems like such a sweetie. I used to call him Princess back in the day. But I don't know, people change, people evolve, people, you know what I mean? And it's crazy. Because once again, I'm pouring out all my energy towards you. I don't mind doing that. I even told him at some point, I was like, if I had more to give you, I would definitely. But I'm focused on building up my life right now. So there's only so much I can give you in terms of attention, in terms of anything, you know? And it just seemed like he was really nonchalant about a lot of what I was saying. Like, it seemed like he was enjoying the attention, but he did not want to reciprocate. He did not want to. And the biggest thing about love that I think more people need to understand is that sometimes it's fucking cringe. Sometimes it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, the most lovey-dovey people will tell you that sometimes they do really cringe shit with each other, and that's part of the experience. You know? And if you're not willing, if you're not open enough to be vulnerable, to be seen as embarrassing here and there, you're not going to find the love of your life. You know what I mean? You're not going to find your soulmate because you're too afraid to even be yourself. And one thing I like to say is true love requires us to be true with ourselves. And if you're not being honest with yourself, if you're not allowing yourself to be your full authentic self, how are you going to find somebody else to embrace that, to accept that, to support that, you know? And I feel like I'm just kind of harping on the situation. I'm just kind of airing out my grievances. But another thing that I noticed is that he was trying to kind of, like, and this is one thing I hate. I think this is a huge red flag. He was trying to kind of, like, describe me. Like, he was trying to, like, I don't know, it's a weird thing I notice sometimes with egoic people. Like, they tried so hard to, like, place you into a box, to put labels onto you. And 9 times out of 10, those labels aren't even accurate to what is actually happening. And I'm like, I don't care that you see me this way. This is not who I am. And then they get so mad when you try to tell them, hey, no, that's not accurate. You know, because part of it is that I was super sexual towards him. Like, I felt such a passion with him. I felt such a spark. Like, I'm not a super sexual person. Like, if it was completely up to me, I would be celibate. I don't care. I don't mind. Because I'm a creative. I love creating. I love creation. And when I have sex, when I do that with other people, it takes a little bit away from what I can for creation. You know what I mean? And so I don't care about sex. And I was telling him that. But meanwhile, I understood the contradiction of, like, I am saying a lot of sexual things towards you. I am making it very obvious that I want to exchange sexual energy with you. But the truth is, I don't care about sex. Like, unless somebody activates it within me, I don't care about it. I don't care. And he was trying to kind of keep the narrative of, like, oh, no, I get it. You like sex, and it's like, whatever. It's like, no, I don't care about sex. I don't. The only reason why I'm even in an open relationship with this guy is because he wants sex, I do not, and I want to respect him as a person, you know? But I don't know. Also, the wind is fucking winding so hard, bro. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I went into the porta potty because it is so fucking windy, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, it is so fucking windy! I don't know, I just needed to finish this video because I don't know how the audio sounds with all the wind, and I don't know. Gosh, golly. And when I say egoic people, I want to make it clear, we all have egos. We all have personas. You know, that's not a bad thing inherently. I think it becomes a bad thing when you overly identify with it. Okay, I'm going to have to get out of here, I think. Oh my gosh, this wind is crazy, bro. Okay, I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I hope you know that God loves you. I hope you know whatever you're going through is temporary. Just like this fucking storm. Everything is temporary. Keep your head up. Keep your spirits high. It's going to be okay. You got this. All right? I love you. Bye.